Hi there and welcome back to Dragonfall. I am Byron and we assembled a team and traveled to the coordinates that Alice provided to find the backdoor access point and shut down the Apex AI. And of course we take our team. So yeah, I mean, he has Petrify. He has a crowd control. It only lasts one round though. Nah. I'd rather have Dietrich then. But he's not bad. I mean, he has Petrify and a Fireball and a Flame Breath. But no. He is more useful. He has Haste and Aim and Heal. No, it's just plain better. As a support mage, Dietrich is just better. Or he's a shaman, spellcaster. Well, anyway. Apex. An artificial intelligence designed for Matrix warfare. The thought of it sends a chill down your spine. For years, the shadows have been ripe with rumors of true AI. Names like Mirage and Saeder-Krupp have fueled conspiracy boards on the Shadowland BBS since 2029. Most savvy Shadowrunners dismiss these stories as bunk, but from what Alice has told you, at least one of the stories is real. Apex is waiting for you, somewhere down in the basement of an abandoned Saeder-Krupp lab. Unfortunately, you're going to have to wade through a lot of gang territory to get there. Actually, I'm not really scared of gangs. So, your equipment is full. Why do you still use those shitty things with 95%? Anyhow. 2 drone repair kits for you. 1 for you. And I guess 2 more for me. I could have sold yeah, let's not use those. They suck anyways. Or, yeah, premium is the way to go, right? Right. I'm gonna sell the level 2 ones. Find a way into the basement to access Apex's kill switch. Alrighty. Wait, let's check our equipment. So we have the new Ranger Arms SM3 and the Ares Alpha Smart Link gun. Well, all of our guns are Smart Links. Smart Linked guns. But she is still... Well, she has this damage 12 for a pistol, I guess is not bad, but why couldn't you get like a data jack? And you still have an essence of 1. He has a decking of 3, that's very good. Of 8, that's very good. Close combat 6, unarmed 4, ranged 6, and pistol 5. She's decent with both. And she's good with biotech. If she uses a med kit, it does a lot of healing. Spellcasting 5, summoning 6, conjuring 5. Why do you always switch back? I don't like that. What is that here? SCK model 100, 11 damage. SMG 5, range combat 6. They're decent. And you have your shuriken and a nerve bolt. Too bad that you don't use a 5th spell. You have the slot and you don't seem to use it. Anyway. Look what we have here. They don't seem to be friendly. We talk to them. Ulrich. You wanna die? A huge orc in ragged combat fatigue steps forward to meet you. He walks with the swollen bravado of a man who is used to getting what he wants. One of his meaty arms jerks up, hand held upright in the universal sign for stop. The other clutches a bulky assault rifle. The orc inspects you. His body language is decidedly unfriendly. You don't look like a magnifier? What's a magnifier? I would know what a magnifier is. You're not one of us, and I'm guessing you ain't here for the hub either. So tell me, who are you and what's your interest in this building? Business, can't discuss it, I'm sure you understand. Yeah, sure, I get it. But see, this building, it's under Arbeiter protection. That's actually worker. An Arbeiter is a worker. We can't just let you waltz in and shoot up the place. He smiles at you, revealing a mouth filled with jagged teeth. I'm sure you understand. I'm not planning to shoot anything, not unless I have to. Yeah, well, I can't exactly take that at face value. Look, it'd be better for everyone if you just turned back. We don't want you to fight you, but we can't risk letting an unknown player into this. He pauses for a moment to search for the right word. Situation right now. Maybe I could help you with your situation. Well, that puts a different spin on things. He pauses a moment to consider. You look like you can handle yourself. You bet. We could probably use you if you'd be willing to help. There'd even be some money in it for you. But if not, well, the assault rifle in his hands shifts position slightly. That's a different conversation. What do you want us to do? Glory's tone is neutral, her posture relaxed, but a glint of lamplight on steel tells you that the razors in her fingertips have slipped from their housings. Ulrich doesn't seem to notice. We're having some trouble with the local mage gang, the Magnifikers. The orc turns his head and spits. They attacked us without warning, took up in our building and kicked us onto the street. Me and my boys, we're the rightful protectors of this block, but the assholes that screwed us, they've got the building buttoned up pretty tight. We can't get in there to make things right, but maybe you can. If you could enter the building and do some damage to those drag-eating Magnifikers, the Arbeiters would be willing to pay you 200 million per kill. You bring me back to amulets and you get paid. How's that sound? Chloe raises an eyebrow. Your call, Anya. You know the timetable we're working on. Well, at least we can pretend to. It's a deal, Ulrich. Yeah, good. I think that this will work. Chloe gives you a small nod. The blades slide back into her fingertips with a click. Do you need anything else, or are you ready to crack some skulls? I want to know who I'm working for. I'm Ulrich, leader of the Berlin chapter of the Arbeiters. We're a polyclub, small but growing. We serve the people of the working class, protect them from the parasites that will exploit them. You're what, a union? You're not a fan of the F-state then? Anarchy is not the solution to the people's problems. Do what you willed is a policy that rewards only the powerful. The working class gets trampled. A strong, people-centered communist movement is the only way to protect the interest of the common man. Give us a few years and it's exactly what we're gonna be. Wait, I'm supporting communists here? Oh, fuck off. I want to know what I'm going up against. Tell me about the Magnifikers. A gang of parasites. They think that their magic talents make them better than everyone else. Because of that, they feel entitled to take whatever they want. Yeah, but you could kill them. Up until recently, they've been connected with pulling pranks and stealing purses, childish drag, but they were basically harmless. Then their new leader took over, calls himself Trithemius, but I remember when he was just a skinny little prick named Yuri. He lets out this derisive snort. I should have kept a better eye on him, I guess. Should have stopped him flat when he started putting on airs. Would have saved everyone a heap of trouble. Trithemius took over the Magnifikers, militarized them and convinced them that they could take us. And thanks to the element of surprise, they actually managed to do it. The orc folds his arms across his burly chest. Any day now we're gonna show him exactly how bad an idea that was. I think I'll start by breaking Yuri's neck. You look pretty dug in out here. How long do you intend to man the trenches? We'll be out here as long as it takes. We're taking our building back one way or another. For over 3 years we've protected their place. We held it for the people to do with as they pleased, kept it safe from parasites and exploiters. Everything was cool until those Drecksau magnifiers suckers punched us. Drecksau means dirty pig. A sow is a female version of a pig, and Dreck means dirt. No negotiations, no warning. They just turned on us out of the blue, brought a couple of dozen spirits down on our heads. I didn't even know that we were under attack until the water in my bathtub snaked up and tried to drown me. Most of us got out alive, but we've been stuck out here ever since. Just give us some time though, we'll take the building back, we'll starve them out if we have to. Maybe they have a created food spell, then you can't starve them out. And when we do, those scrawny bastards are gonna pay. Anything I should know about the building before I head inside? You'll probably see some burnout floating around the ground floor. They're all here for the harp. It's like some kind of church or something. Guy called Parson runs it. Between you and me, they're all crazy. They're all batshit crazy. Not dangerous, just nuts. Why do you keep them around at all then? Because a lot of them are rich. They paid a dragload in rent and we redistributed that wealth to the common man. Let me guess, you define yourself as the common man. Do you see a tie around my neck, pal? Do I look like a corporate stooge to you? We are the friends of the people, and we are the people. Don't you dare to question it. Well, I still have to see you giving, money to the poors. Just one more thing. I need to get into the basement. Anything you can do that would help me out? Basement? What could you possibly want to go down there for? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. You'd be surprised what I'll believe. Try me. Alright, I need to stop a killer AI so that I can rescue an elderly scientist from a ghost dragon. The future of Berlin could be at stake. You're right, I don't believe you. You're either lying or you're crazy. But crazy as its uses. Alright, I'll get you into that basement, but it'll cost you. Yeah, of course it will, Dietrich sneers. Another Bush League extortionist trying to milk us for cash. You've got the wrong idea. I don't need Nguyen, friend. What I need is Trithemius's head on a fucking platter. The problem is he's holed up somewhere in the building and we don't know where. Best guess, he's hiding somewhere upstairs in a room with no exterior windows. Somewhere, probably someplace close, he's stashed the power coupling for the elevator. He pulled it to keep us from getting access to the guns we stashed in the basement. So, you find and kill Trithemius, grab the coupling out of his apartment, and bring me that stupid amulet he's always wearing so I'll know he's dead. Wait, I thought you wanted his head. He cracks a grin. Then, I give it a control chip that I pulled when we had to fall back. Slot them both back into the elevator and it'll take you straight to the basement. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Good, just remember, no amulet, no basement. Now go on through and show that little prick what it means to screw with the Arbeiters. Well, okay, but I will also talk to the mages if they talk to me, and we will see who actually is the good guy here. Or maybe they're both batshit crazy, I don't know. So, Parson. The attendant behind the counter is an uncommonly fine-featured dwarf with a beatific smile. A yellow ID tag pinned to his chest announces his name in large blocky letters. Parson. He nods at you and raises a hand in greeting. Welcome to the hub, sister. Are you here to share in the splendor of the communion? If so, I can show you to an empty terminal. What do you do here? I'm the custodian of the hub. I tend to the bodies of our brothers and sisters while they share in the rapture of the communion. I might be interested, tell me more. Communion is a spiritual experience, friend, available to all for a small donation. He gestures at the banks of the terminals lining the walls. The hub acts as a core for the communion. Those who jack into it are in turn linked to one another, daisy-chained together at the brainstem. Race, gender, social class, all of the artificial barriers to empathy that we've constructed as a culture. Communion strips them all away, and it is a monument to the great truth that so many of us deny, that we are all the same at the core. Imagine it, friend, dozens of individual minds all tied together into a single cohesive whole, sharing in a collective subconscious connected through the hub. Parson raises his hand in supplication. Join with us and feel your limitations fall away. I don't know. Okay, I'm feeling curious. Sure, I'm game. Where do I jack in? Wonderful. You may use any available terminal in the other room. Now, if we may discuss your donate... Sorry, my friend misspoke. We can't do this right now. Dietrich pulls you aside. Are you crazy, boss? You can't plug your head into that thing. Don't you remember what happened to Monica and Winters? All at once, Parsons' face goes blank. The benevolent smile dies away and he begins to speak in a monotone. The hub is currently closed for routine maintenance. Please come back later. Parson, are you okay? The blank expression remains for a moment and then, just like that, it's gone. The familiar peaceful smile returns. Oh yes, hello. The hub is currently off limits. It must have slipped my mind. I'm sorry that I didn't mention it earlier. Parsons' expression changes. You see confusion bordering on panic. He shakes it off a moment later. Is there anything else I can do for you? So he's apparently controlled by the AI. I have some questions for you about the local gang activity. He nods. You do seem to have more than our fair share. Very well, I will answer your questions. Should I be worried about the gang war that seems to be gearing up around us? While you remain at the hub, you have nothing to fear. We pay well for the use of this place, and neither gang would risk driving us away. And the rest of the building? He spreads his hands. If you choose to go exploring, I can't guarantee your safety. What can you tell me about the Arbeiters? Parson lets out a heavy sigh. A pack of snarling animals dressed up as a poli club. I'd stay clear of them if I were you. Their ideology is loosely based on neo-communist movements from the past. In truth, I think that they just copied a few pages from an old Red Army faction handbill without even bothering to learn what they meant. Yeah, the Red Army faction, the Rote Armee-Fraktion, was a terrorist organization in Germany in the 70s. For all their rhetoric, the Arbeiters are just another street gang. They shout for the sake of shouting. There's no real conviction there. If you came from outside, you've probably bumped into their leader, a huge orc who calls himself Ulrich. He can seem reasonable, but I'd give him a wide berth. One more note, if I were you, I'd avoid being seen with the Magnifikers. The Arbeiters take shots at members of the Mage Gang whenever they see them. If you're not careful, you'll find yourself caught in the crossfire. Okay? I need to know more about the Magnifikers. Power-drunk fools, the lot of them. The Arbeiters were bad enough, but the Magnifikers are even worse. The Arbeiters' interests were limited to theft and violence in the name of their cause. The Magnifikers, they have power, and they seem to relish in abusing it. Now that they have claimed the upper levels of the building, it isn't safe to travel beyond the ground floor. Several members of our congregation have been mauled to death by the Magnifikers' pet spirits. He shakes his head sadly. Now we travel only in groups. You're safe down here, though? Yes, Trithemius needs the hub. To threaten this congregation would be to jeopardize his primary source of income. But the upper floors enjoy no such protection. They have become a dangerous place to travel. Well, I'm looking for Trithemius. Any idea how I could find him? The smile fades from Parsons' face. Trithemius is a dangerous man. Why do you ask? I have business with him, private business. He studies your face for a moment and nods. Fair enough. Trithemius is almost certainly upstairs, hidden away from the outside world. I wouldn't advise going after him, but if your mind is made up, I suppose that I can't change it. If I can't, yes, I can tell you how to find him, but I will need something from you in return. Oh, really? Yeah, of course you will. Saw that one coming. Blitz sighs. Tell us what you need. A pair of squatters on the second floor ripped the guts out of one of my terminals. They have taken the data check signal converter, and the terminal will be out of commission until I can get it back. A single damaged terminal may not sound like much, but trust me, the entire experience of communion has been diminished by this act of vandalism. I believe that I know the squatters responsible. Their leader's name is Janet. She's a deck of some skill. I don't know what she has planned for my parts, but I do know that this situation will not stand. I cannot allow another terminal to be damaged. And so you want us to deal with them for you. Yes, but not with violence. I want you to talk with them and convince them to bring me back my components. Do this and I will tell you how to get to Trithemius. Deal? Yeah, okay, sounds straightforward enough. Excellent, it's a deal then. Can you tell me anything about this building? Beyond the hub there isn't much to speak of. There's a small shop down the hall if you're hungry or in need of basic supplies. He shrugs and offers you an apologetic smile. And that's about it, I'm afraid. What about the upper levels? There are floors above us, of course, but you're unlikely to find anything of value up there. Just the domicile of the faithful and the magnificers who have taken charge of the building. I would stay clear of them if I were you. Okay, I need to get down to the basement. Ah, that would be difficult. That stairwell leading down to the building's sub-levels has been blocked, and the elevator has been sabotaged. It stopped working at the same time that the Arbeiters were driven from the building. As we discussed, if you recover my stolen property, I will tell you how to find Trithemius. Otherwise, you could try your luck with Ulrich out front, but I wouldn't recommend it. Okay. So, that was interesting. Let's see. You are all slotted in? Feeling happy? Nothing to be done here. Karl. Karl der Käfer wurde nicht gefragt. Oh well. The man behind the counter looks tired. His lids are heavy and his eyes are bloodshot. Welcome to Karl's General Store. What can I do for y'all? I need some info. He rubs his eyes and does his best to shake himself awake. Yeah, alright. What do you want to know? What's the layout of this place like? He pauses for a moment, gathering his thoughts. When the words come, they are slow as molasses. Well, you're on the first floor. That's the hub. And my shop. The second floor has mostly been converted into makeshift apartments for people to live in. A gang squats up there. The Magnificers. Dangerous people. I'd stay away from them. The third floor is mostly housing too. Lots of Parsons communion crazies live up there. The Magnificers have a squad up there too. He leans in and lowers his voice in a conspiratorial whisper. I'm pretty sure their main crib is up there too. Don't know exactly where. What do you know about the Magnificers? They don't care about much aside from their own magic. Whole worlds swarm big magical pissing contests to them, always trying to summon bigger and better spirits. Dangerous stuff, man. Must be tough having to live down here with all that going on above your head. It ain't easy. They charge less in protection than the Arbeiters did, but they don't care about keeping anything even approaching order. They just hide out in their clubhouse and get high and summon spirits to terrorize and kill people on the third floor. He shakes his head. Poor bastards. What do you know about the Arbeiters? Bunch of tough guys. They took a big cut of my sales and protection money, all in the name of the working class. Funny, last time I checked, I was the only one working. yeah, I was one of the working class, yeah. In fact, I'm the only one who is working in this whole damn building. He spreads his arms, a helpless look on his face. But at least they kept some form of law. Mugging assaults were rare, and they didn't let murderous spirits run loose on the upper floors. So you know, you take the good with the bad. That's all the info I need now. What do you have? I have money. You have nothing that I really need. No. So that was all fun and games. So we could... Oh wait, what's that? This elevator appears to be offline. The control panel's LCD screen is unlit and its metal casing is badly dented. Ask your decker to examine the control panel. Your decker easily pries the metal casing away from the wall, exposing a mess of wires and circuitry. After a quick inspection, it becomes clear that this elevator is wired to operate around the control chip. The chip is missing and it looks as though a power coupling has been yanked alongside it. Without these components, there's no way for this elevator to function. Alrighty, what's here? There was something here too. Looks like both walls gave way and they took the roof with them. The entire hallway is blocked with debris. Okay, so we will climb up to the second floor in the next video. So thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye.